Relations with Denmark have soured to the point that they are irreparable, and therefore we are going to war. Ignore this. This is not. This doesn't mean anything. Ignore it. I think my plan is to drop some artillery off in Gotland to siege it down. Maybe some infantry too. But then hit Bornholm and then also go for the mainland. Should be a pretty quick war, I think. So let's get it started. Okay, we can call in allies. Norway, Denmark has no allies, but they have Norway as a personal union. We'll take ourselves off of drilling. Get I'm going to say 4 cannon, I think. And also 4 infantry. And then, oh, okay, I already have a general who has, I was going to hire a new one, but we can just use Gottfried. Bring them out to the Eastern Baltic. Okay, our ships should be able to deal with any threat of the enemy ships. So let's bring our light fleet over to the Oresund. Start disembarking on Gotland. Oh, Denmark actually has some troops that are more than what I thought they would have, actually. Portugal, who is, I'm guessing, the papal controller, has called for a crusade against Tunisia. Or for Tunis, whatever. Right? Is there any way to see that? Does the Pope say who? Okay, that's what I thought I read anyway. Once these guys land in Gotland, we'll go back to Königsberg to pick up the rest, or some more of my army, not all of it. I am going to take a moment to raise war taxes, because why not? Oh, Kurland is already... You know what? Yeah, my vassals can do as they please. I forgot about my vassals. They can do as they please in this. I'm going to take... I have 10 transports, so I can't take a bunch of troops. But I am going to take... 4. That's 10. Put them on transports, sail into the southern Baltic Sea. We have a revolt in Reval. Okay, we'll send our pretty much our main army for this war up to Reval to deal with that, and then once my ships drop the troops off to occupy Bornholm, Lithuania has pieced out Biapis. Kiev is being occupied by Polotsk. Biapis took all of the territory in whatever region that is. The steppe region? The Pontic steppe region. Okay, troops need to... disembark in Bornholm. I can invest in technology, which is diplomatic. Ooh. I'm going to hold off and wait until we embrace printing press. How long is that going to be away anyway? Marienburg has fully embraced it. Tuchel is more than almost 3/4 of the way there. And they are gaining 1.32. Culm is gaining 1.23, and they're halfway there. Same with Ostro. Ermland is at 82 and gaining. I think I'm just going to allow myself to embrace printing press naturally. I'm not even going to pay money if I can avoid it. Okay, once these guys are dropped off, and once this army is defeated, Lithuania is no longer a valid rival for me. So, we've eclipsed them. What is our total power projection right now? 3 from embargoing Sweden, 1 from Austria, that's 5 from embargoes. Well, the embargo with Lithuania is about to go away. 9 from age objectives, so right there that's 13. 10 has to long-time rivals, which we can get up by another 5. Between Lithuania losing provinces in our war, humiliating Poland, eclipsing Poland, we have 50. Declaring war on Lithuania and eclipsing Denmark is, and conquering provinces from Lithuania is another 30. Humiliating Lithuania and eclipsing Lithuania are 46. So, that was 13. So 13 for the first 3, 23. Then it was 43, 73, 103. I think, unless am I misadding those? 146 is what or 144 is what I'm getting? I don't know. Trying to do quick math and failing spectacularly, I'm sure. Okay, we'll destroy these rebels, who are actually not falling as easily as I would have thought, but still destroy them. Take our navy up to Goldingen and our army down. We've finished our occupation of Bornholm. That's in the Lübeck node. Okay. So, next, let's take cavalry, cannon, and actually drop them off in Schleswig, I think. Oh, great, they didn't take the leader with them. That's disappointing. That's my fault. It's entirely my fault now that I look at it. I put instead of putting the 3,000 cannon into the second army, I put the majority of the force into the second army. It's fine. We'll get everything else over there as well. Holstein? No. Sweden? Ooh. Yeah, that's fine. We'll land in Sweden and then cross over to Kolding. And we'll go get the cannon as well to help the siege go faster. Oh shit, I brought back all of my navy? Not what I wanted to do. Oh, okay, Denmark's attacking my vassal's army. That's fine. Kurland doesn't need its army. Not any more than I do, anyway. We've won the Siege of Gotland. Actually, what am I doing? I should be moving into Finn instead. Then we'll move into Kolding as well. I want to take my transports only this time. We'll go and grab Gotland first. Because they're further away. We'll actually go to Ostjylland through Finn. And then give me my transports again. And this army will go just sit on Finn and reinforce either of these armies should I need it, but I shouldn't unless Denmark is really dumb. We have 100% blockade. Oh shit, I forgot about something. I forgot to do this. I used this strategy in the Lithuanian War, but I might have been able to get more money had I done that at the beginning. Alright, well, it's fine. Kolding's over. Send our second army up to help with the siege in the capital. But we'll go defeat the army in Nordjylland first. I'll actually be sending these guys through and then have them come back. Never mind. These guys need to go there. Those guys there. Once those guys get the army, go down to Schleswig. Oh, okay, right, the Danish Navy, if you can call it a navy. And we just stack wipe Denmark. Alright, we just defeated Denmark's navy. This won't be 100% war score, because we would have to go and siege down Norway as well. And I have no plans to do that. There's a lot of hills and mountains up there, and winter is a lot more severe, I think. I mean, we do have improved foraging, but I would be content to sit on their land. Honestly. And how many troops do I have down here? I know I have all of my troops. And there is no navy between Denmark and Norway. So let's send our whoa. Something doesn't look right to me. I want, like, the names were weird. And, I mean, I might have OCD. I think I might. Because, the 6th Fleet bugs me. But, we'll, make that one the OC Squadron. And this one will be... Oh, okay, I guess it's First Fleet. Just OC Squadron and First Fleet. So, they'll go to the Baltic to patrol. Repair threshold slightly damaged. These guys will go back to wait on our troops. I was thinking maybe maybe it would be good to loot this while I was waiting, but we're fine. So there's 5 provinces here. Which one has the highest development? 12, 8, 8, 5, and 11. So I want 5 on each. And I think it's 5 on each, right? Oh no, it would be 6 on each. And then I think there should be a 7 as well. Right? Yes. Just dividing up our forces. I'm actually going to go with that instead. Just absolutely wreck Denmark's economy. For our own benefit. Oh, and Mazovia and Kurland, I guess, are going to help with Norway. That's fine. Let's go help them. Four of our provinces have embraced the printing press now. What is the... I'm guessing the English Channel is going to be the most powerful node in the game right now. Maybe Vienna is. What? Why is Patagonia... Oh, okay, there it is. English Channel, then Genoa, Champagne, Vienna, Lubeck, Alexandria, Venice, Seville... Yeah, weird, like... 1, 2, 3, 4... We're 14th. Like, the Baltic Sea is 14th from the top, so we're probably not going to be the strongest trade node whenever global trade kicks in. Unless something miraculous happens and something changes on a grand scale, because I'm guessing the English Channel has a little bit of colonial income coming in. Well, not as much as it could be, I guess. Still no one colonizing North America. Spain looks like they've taken all of Mexico, the coast of Brazil. England's in Argentina. And has the name to go with it. Bornholm has lost all of its loot. Gotland has not. Colding has. So has Westjylland. That is the loot box, right? Yes. Education for the poor. A religious and local philanthropist has begun to create schools for poor children in Tuchel. The ambition is to create, or to bring literacy to the poor and educate them in the way of the Protestant faith. Of course, there are those who would argue that this is not an activity without risks. Excellent initiative, gain innovativeness, clergy gains influence, public schools, unrest +4, local development cost -5%. Okay, I'll take that. Otherwise, clergy, no, I'll take it. The cost of unrest, which I don't think we have any there, still at 0, so we're fine. And France declared war on Great Britain. They cite conquest. It is the conquest. So who is France allied with? Oh, right, me. Haha. We might be going to war against Great Britain soon. England is allied with Mossy and has Savoy as a junior partner. So if England were to, if France were to call me in, I would honor that. I don't mind fighting because we're good at it. Oh my god, and we're about to get 100% war score anyway. Thanks. Or wait, no, there's still the Norwegian provinces in the Faroes and Shetland? Yes. The Faroe Islands and Shetland. Okay, Nordirland is out of loot. Russia's declared war on Chernigov. Wait, why am I moving from there? That still has loot. Okay, is that done? We can still get a little bit more from it. Ostjylland is done, though. Alright, I think it's time to go home after we finish this off. I can embrace the printing press. I think, and taking that before I actually naturally embrace it would be a mistake, so no. Okay. It actually changes the name of our army. Where we now have the Königliche army instead of the Banner army if I create a new one. Okay, this will black flag our army. I kind of want to wait until Mazovia finishes that siege. Renew war text? No. That would be a waste of military points at this point, I think. Oh, we'd go all the way around. No, thank you. Denmark wants out. I wonder why. Right, we're still trying to help our vassal blockade Agdezidin. I don't. When it comes to foreign language, it's all Greek to me. Except German. I'm pretty good with German. I think. I might be completely wrong, but... Really? Come on. What is the France's war goal in this? French conquest of Kent. Wait, they're trying to take Kent. Why wouldn't they declare, like, the reconquest of... Okay, I guess it wouldn't be the reconquest. Why wouldn't they go for the conquest of one of these, though? Switzerland involved in their war? They are. We can take an age ability. Coastal barrage. Mercenary discipline. I mean, coastal barrage is probably... I don't know. Why not? Let's take mercenary discipline. We have... Okay, still 2. Less than a year to embrace it, though, I would say. Oh, Sweden has Danish separatists. That shouldn't be a problem with them. Their infantry combat ability is pretty much as strong as mine is. Brabant has the end of religious turmoil. Brabant is Protestant. Okay, so Mazovia has finally taken that siege. Let's bring our navy back to Königsberg. And peace out, Denmark. So, what do I want? I want them to cancel Norway. I will be taking Gotland on behalf of my vassal, even though my vassal doesn't have a claim on it. They're already over the, what do you call it? The threshold for not receiving benefits from as a march anymore. Kind of tempted. No, I guess I couldn't do that. I was thinking maybe lengthen the war a little bit, because I think Kurland is one of the few nations who has a tendency to take exploration ideas. And while it wouldn't really help me at all, I wouldn't mind seeing them get colonies in the New World just to see what happens. But yeah, let's go ahead and see if we can get anything else out of this deal. Could take war reparations, can't take steer trade. I could make them transfer trade power, which I think would allow me to... So hold on. In nodes that where we both have power. I don't have any power in... I have 1%. Is that from my sieges? Oh wait. This should transfer the power that they have in the Baltic to me as well. I think. What is Denmark's control in the Baltic? Probably not as high as it used to be. None. That's probably because I have them fully occupied right now. Alright, is there anything else I could possibly get from them? I could have gotten war reparations. instead. But I think canceling Norway is not a bad idea. Even though Sweden's going to conquer them, probably. Okay, so Denmark will cede Gotland to Kurland. Denmark will transfer 50% of its trade power to Prussia, and nodes where they both have power. This will remain active for the duration of the truce. Denmark will end their overlordship of Norway. Pay 150 ducats to me. Inflation, conquest, aggressive expansion. Okay. Alright, works for me. So, now I need to wait to see if France is going to call me into this. Don't go through Newmark, then we become on Black Flag and... Oh wait. We just go through our vassal anyway. Okay. Lost the Conquest Casus against Denmark. And smart, they actually increase the autonomy so that they don't have to deal with unrest. So, I want to see at the end of this month, do we get any? Not really, no. Alright, I probably should have gone with war reparations instead of transferring trade power then. And 93%, 92%. See if France calls us into this. I kind of hope that they do, honestly. Naval army drilling again, like always. Countries wish to hire condottieri. Brandenburg, Frankfurt, Cologne, Mainz, Friesland, Utrecht. Russia wants to. Who are they fighting? Okay, their war's almost over. Brandenburg, Cologne, Frankfurt, Mainz, Friesland. Okay, what is this war? Attacker against... Okay, so Utrecht is the leader of this war. So, I'm tempted to hire my troops out to Brandenburg. I mean, they are my ally, so there is that. We'll take... We can only rent out 20, right? So let's go with... I guess 10 in the front line, 10 in the back line? No, we'll go with 12 front, 8 back. Actually, I want the ones with more more drill to go instead of the ones that don't have it. Okay. And we'll actually put our good general in charge, and then keep this one back here to drill what remains. See if Brandenburg wishes to hire Alright, so they would offer 2.61. Chernigov, who's Chernigov at war with? They're at war with Russia. And Russia's winning, like, decisively. Frankfurt. There it is. $11.3 per month? Seriously? I would be tempted to do that. Who are they at war with? Utrecht. Utrecht is allied to, so I'd be going into a war against Brandenburg. Which sucks. I mean, I don't think... Would that harm my opinion of them? For science. I need to find out for science, right? So let's see if anyone else wants to hire them first. Frankfurt, Cologne. Cologne is also in that war. $17.4? Okay, would they actually hire? Cannot afford. Oh, okay, so I need to look for the ones who can afford it. So, Brandenburg, First Army. They would say yes to that. Can't afford upfront cost. Okay, so 7.83 for Frankfurt. Come on. 13. 13.05 for Cologne. Mainz, Friesland, Utrecht. Okay, that's already lower than what Cologne would offer me. Friesland. Also lower. Also lower. So let's go with Cologne. And we're going to make a killing off of this. What? That's still Friesland. Okay, so it's going to be 13.05. Somehow they're going to pay for this. Okay. So we will go lay siege to Brandenburg, I guess. As crazy as it is, right? Okay, they're not paying. So am I not gaining that? Did I misread that? Was it just the upfront cost that they were paying? I don't know. It's fine. I mean, I suppose I could hire Condottieri out to one of the other ones that are at war right now. Like Frankfurt. Alright, well. So, Brandenburg... What is Brandenburg's opinion of me right now? Doesn't seem to be... really have any effect. What else is I gonna do? Oh right, I have loans. Let's pay back one of those. And while this is going on, I want to do that. What is Brandenburg's? Okay. They still have both their ruler and their heir. Conquest casts spell against Bohemia. Okay. Sweden has announced me as a new rival. Oh right, I'm down one rival too. So let's get Bohemia as our rival. We don't have a truce with them. New Spain gets felt hats. Where is it? Economic, right? Why am I missing it? I must have passed it like... There it is. Must have passed it like 3 times, right? We've won the siege of Posen. Took 125 days. Let's go after Berlin. Sweden's got a lot of rebels. What's going on with them? Sweden's allied with Bohemia as well. That's wonderful. Lithuania has gone bankrupt. Go figure. That's what's left of Poland. That's what's left of Lithuania. Karaman borders Poland. That's crazy to think of. What ideas has Russia chosen? Economic, offensive, and trade. Alright, I'll accept those. Those are pretty good ideas to take as Russia. I mean, I prefer others, but... it looks like... Oh, my ruler is now indulgent, giving me negatives to trade efficiency, which is pretty bad. We've won the siege of Berlin. Let's go for Braunschweig. I might want to go after Mainz instead. Okay, I can't move there unless I have a... Actually, that's Brunswick, that's Mainz. I would only have to get military access through Brunswick. Okay. And we've won the siege of Braunschweig. Let's go occupy the rest of Brandenburg. You know what? I just realized something. Something that could end really badly for me in this war. If they piece Brandenburg out of this war, and What is Maine's at? 5. They're at 43% already. Alright, screw it. We're gonna actually go and help that. Oh, somebody's opened up a way. But I will prefer to go through Castle. Ask for military access. There we go. One of our leaders has died. We'll get a new one so that he can continue drilling the troops. Oh, well, never mind. It wasn't the leader of our army. It was a navy. Sure, I'll go with him. Go get another one. He didn't get anything I wanted from it, but oh well. We'll keep him around in case we need him, which we probably won't. Brunswick has decided to allow us access. Wait, I can't go. Really? That was a waste. Alright. I guess I'm going to go help with that siege instead. Hopefully we can be of some use. Breach the walls. And Brandenburg has taken Mainz. Cologne has... Oh, Brandenburg has ceded Cologne. Braunschweig to Cologne. Alright. Their aggressive expansion. Cologne's aggressive expansion is crazy. Let me see the aggressive expansion map mode. Oh, okay. Wasn't as much as I thought it was, I guess. If they get unlawful territory, will it go to Braunschweig or will it go to Brandenburg? My guess is Braunschweig. We'll go siege down Mainz. The many jobs of a soldier, lose money or lose professionalism. East Prussia gets local production efficiency and local tax modifier. Prolonged peacetime and changes in the economy has led to many of our salaried soldiers no longer considering the pensions we pay them sufficient. An increasing number of them have turned to other daily work such as shopkeeping and craftsmanship, earning a better living in their city homes. Okay. East Prussia, if I'm not mistaken, is my capital region, isn't it? Which happens to be where my capital is. And a bunch of my... Yeah, I'm going to actually take that because that's going to give me money rather than making me lose it. And it doesn't actually change anything to do with our professionalism too much. It only costs us 1 gold to embrace the printing press now. Let's do it. And it should just embrace it automatically if you have it in all of your provinces. Okay, and we're almost able to take Diplotech 13 as well. Already, even though we just took 12. Mainz will be taken after this, and then I need to go after the Utrechtan army. Or the no, Utrecht? Alright. So I'm kind of surprised that, like, I've never really used Condottieri before until this game. I'm kind of surprised that They don't. If you're hired into a war against your allies, it doesn't affect your allies' opinions of you. That's surprising to me. And I have to wonder if I had sold Condottieri to, like, maybe, okay, I think it said I could only sell or offer them to people on the same side as I had already offered them. But I think there's an achievement for going to war with a country you have offered Condottieri to, and I think that's the White Company. I'm sure there's some historical relevance to that. And it looks like Utrecht is boned. Utrecht will cede Overstick to Friesland. Utrecht will be forced to give Cologne 10% of war reparations. Okay. Oh wow, they actually forced. They actually made Holland free again. Looks like Bohemia is being converted to Protestant. What are Silesia's national ideas like? Do they have anything that helps with... Doesn't look like it. I was thinking maybe they had something to help with heretics. Anyway, I think we're technically going to be black flagged after this. No? Please cancel. Okay, there we go. Mazovia's embraced the printing press. Okay. Guess I will revoke Condottieri. And that black flags us. We now need to come home. Works for me. Whoa, seriously? We're gaining 15 ducats a month? Oh no. Okay. So I'm probably going to tank my economy by doing what I'm about to do. But I've been wanting to do this for a while now. Alright, that's not terrible as far as inflation goes. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. We're building up our fleet. So we go from about 500 gold to almost 0. But we should be able to stand up to almost any other fleet in the Baltic, I think. Especially since they'll probably be building galleys. Once those come online, that'll be great. Ooh, how long until I take next admin tech? Few years at least. So I am going to develop my nation a little bit. Cost. We'll sort by cost, and we're not good on manpower. So diplo yet. So we'll boost manpower, I think. I don't mind if it's so. Ermland is. Okay, Ermland is controlled by the clergy. Ermland is controlled by the clergy. Osterode is controlled by the nobility. So, develop there first. And then I will also do Ortelsburg. That'll That'll be great. And once my troops arrive back in Königsberg, I will start them. I will combine my armies again and have them all drill. I'm not sure who to go to war with next. Bohemia, maybe? Who are they allied with? Sweden, Bavaria, Saxony. I'd be confident in my ability to take all of them on. What's my militarization at? 85.92. Army tradition is gaining at... I'm gaining militarization at 0.09 because army tradition is at 90%. Almost 90%. Wait. Oh. No? Why did our fully maintained forts bonus to tradition go down? We haven't really grown at all. Hopefully we can change that again. Anyway, I am going to end this episode here. I will consider a war for humiliation against Bohemia. And also, that gets me to war with Saxony. Although, I probably... Who's Saxony allied with? Alsace, Bavaria, Bohemia, Silesia. So, I might be able to push Saxony to convert to Protestantism if I declare them as a co-belligerent. And calling Brandenburg in, which they would be likely to accept because they're rival to both Bohemia and Saxony. Alright, I could see that happening. Bohemia, however, probably can't convert them to Protestant, right? No, definitely not. But yeah, that's my current plan. Go to war with Bohemia. And call in Saxony as co-belligerent. And maybe that might... Oh, Bohemia might convert on their own if enough turns Protestant. I doubt it, though. They've been pretty resilient. Brandenburg still has both their ruler and heir. Anyway, I'm going to end the episode here.